Alright, and how's it going, everybody? Quancredible here for a Black Clover chapter 237. Now, apologies for the late review. I just wasn't really feeling all that good yesterday, but I'm here to bring you the review today. So, this chapter overall, another fight chapter, which is cool. I know I kind of paused there because I was like, another fight chapter. But it had, this one was with some of the other Golden Dawn members that we don't really get to see all like that. So, I mean, it was cool to see characters that don't normally get some shine as opposed to the main ones. So going into it from the beginning, there's like more Golden Dawn members that are like knocked out or whatever. We even see that the one guy, Hammond or Hammond, the glass user, he's like knocked out too. A lot of people seem to think he's dead. I don't quite think he's dead. I just think he's knocked out or just passed out or really hurt. Like I don't really think he's like dead quite yet. And then we have Klaus trying to protect him and some other Golden Dawn members from this Mist guy. We never even got this guy's name in the chapter, which I guess it isn't super important. Like we don't need to know everybody's name, but found out this guy is stage 0 and he uses Mist magic. Now, the first thing I thought about was that Nebra, Noelle's sister, also uses Mist magic. So that's like kind of interesting. I wonder, is she also tier 0? Like, is Mist magic in general tier 0? Or is just this guy's specific brand of it tier 0? But he looks like, well, not looks, he clearly is much more powerful than Nebra is, no doubt, from the demon's influence. It looks like he just shoots like just a generic magic attack just because it doesn't have a name. So anytime I see like a generic magic blast, I just think that's like the people's just generic magic bullets or whatever. But they like decimate Klaus's little walls and shields of steel or whatever. And then we get the Compass chick. Her name is really hard for me. It's like Latoli or something along those lines. I'm not really good at saying it, but I like to call her the Compass chick. We got her like just kind of hiding out, and then she's like inside of her own another atlas, and she says that the spell, like the useless north, the little like compass arrow things, the thing that took out Nozel, and the thing that also took out Nebra, it says that isn't working, or it won't respond, which is kind of weird to me. Granted, she was under the elf's influence and Nebra was kind of weakened, or no, I guess Nebra wasn't weakened when she hit her with it, but like Nebra was doing a similar thing and it just wouldn't work. So just the fact that it won't work in this moment because of plot or because reasons just seems kind of odd to me. And she also states that like this is about as big as another atlas can get, which if you remember while she was Kivin, that thing was like it was bigger than the entire upper room of the Silver House. Like it was huge. It was like the size of like a gymnasium. Like, but then she gets a flashback, and it's William talking to the Golden Dawn member, saying that a little bit of the Elves magic still remains inside of them, which is a huge thing. I do think that this is different from like, let me see, how do I want to say this? I don't necessarily think. I think what Luck did is different than what William is talking about. Like, because with Luck's thing, it was more of, in my personal opinion, again, this is my opinion, I think he just more or less remembered how to do that exact technique. Whereas with everyone else, or even him included, they still have residual power that is now also theirs. Like, so I think what Luck did wasn't him using the elf's power, but just remembering how to do that exact same technique. Whereas like everyone else, including him, will just also have more reserve of power or elven mana inside of them. She also mentions that in that half a year of training that they're not at the elves level, but they still managed to make that power their own. So that is definitely saying that they for the most part should have a grasp on how to use their abilities similar to what the elves were doing, or be somewhat like getting closer to that level, but still not anywhere near as powerful as they were. To this point where Yuno bursts in with like his towering tornado and blows the mist away and finds out where he is. But then the guy uses like mist hands to grab him, and it says like sealing spectral hand, so I'm assuming that this is like one of those sealing spells that we see quite often in Black Clover, which like the sealing spells that people have just seem broken because they always seal people's magic too, like Yami's Dark Binding, or like Fuegolion's Lion Palms, or even what Nozel trapped Dark Elf Pottery, and like all the sealing spells just seem really broken. Even Magna's one at the beginning when he sealed that one ice dude Heath, that was also broken. Since like blew the mist away, the Compass chick, or Latoli, I'm gonna try to splash her name in there, brought the another Atlas Tim, and it looks like she made it like considerably bigger than what she said she could make it. Which, I mean, considerably bigger being instead of just a personal bubble, it looked like maybe not even 10 feet. like 10 feet at the max, and that's when Klaus like comes in and just like hits him with, I think, one of those spiral lances or steel spiral lances, something along those lines. And this is definitely like a textbook teamwork win, like for the Golden Dawn. Like, granted, didn't really intend to have teamwork, I'm sure, when he like bursted in, but it was inadvertent teamwork. And then at the end of all of that, we get like the ceiling bursting down, and it looks as Zeno has William defeated. Now, I am sad because I like William. It's not a secret that I'm a William fan. I like the Golden Dawn. I mean, my whole profile pic is Golden Dawn. And like, I was really excited for Klaus and the Compass Chick to get some shine. Like, okay, maybe William's doing okay, and then this happens. It just like bursts down. Like, crap, William is not doing good. William is not doing good, and the Golden Dawns are in shambles right now. I thought that William would at least stand a bit of a chance, but it looks like he didn't. It doesn't look like Zeno was pushed at all. I mean, granted, this man was able to defeat the main army of the Diamond Kingdom. I don't think that there are many knights or magic knights that could do that exact same thing. So I understand that William versus him was already kind of not in William's favor to begin with. Like, I don't really, like, part of me kind of wants to know exactly what happened up there. Like, because I feel like that Sand dude, Sandler or whatever his name is, I feel like he got in William's way. But I don't quite know what's going to happen from here, because the guy mentions that they aren't all dead, and I'm not for sure if he's going to take the time out to attempt to finish off the rest of the Golden Dawn, or if he's just going to, like, now that he somewhat has William, just take William and leave. Because, I mean, this guy could totally take him. Like, he could definitely take Klaus, the Compass Chicken, but I mean, I feel like at this point, somebody like another captain or another squad or someone has to come down to like make him want to leave. Because I feel like there still has to be like a spatial mage around for how they even got there, because I doubt they just walked in through the front gate and walked to the Golden Dawn base. There has to be a spatial mage somewhere. So I think like some more powerful people will appear and that he'll leave. A lot of people think that it's going to be like the old Eye of Midnight Sun, like Partry and them. I mean, it could be. I'm not necessarily opposed to that, to be honest. I mean, I would like to see Partry again, but I don't really want to see him saving William. Or I don't know. Like, it's not even that. I don't know if I want to see him again so soon. Like, maybe like later on, but I don't know if quite right now. But then again, Partry is arcane also, I'm assuming. Like, I would assume he's arcane just because Yami was kind of considered that, and he uses dark magic and light. Being opposite of dark, I would just be assuming, and they're collecting arcane mages, so like we're definitely gonna see them, I'm sure, but I just don't know if I want to see them quite right now. But as for the chapter, I mean, it was cool. Like, another fight chapter, not quite as hype as the last one, just because I'm more of a fan of than anybody else. Of course, I'm gonna like that one a little bit more, so I'd say about 6.5, which isn't bad. I mean, 6.5 doesn't mean it's a bad chapter or anything like that. It's just that nothing really happened all that much. The plot really didn't go anywhere, and the fight, the stakes were kind of low, so it's like meh. All in all, though, I enjoyed it. Definitely excited for next week. Let me know what you guys thought about the chapter down below. Were you guys a fan of it, not a fan of it? I know a lot of people are definitely way more hyped to see more of the Spade Kingdom, so hopefully we might get to see Zeno go off a little bit, or at least see the spatial mage that got him here. But yeah, like I said, that's all I got. Like and sub if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time.